Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study repair and rehabilitation of structures. And the first topic we are going to cover is carbonation. But before that, we should know the importance of studying repair and rehabilitation in civil engineering. As we know, the civil construction has taken place widely throughout the globe. So, with every passing minute, we have so many structures which should be examined for strength and durability. Repair and rehabilitation of structure includes testing of structures for the level of deterioration caused by various reasons and eradicate them in order to restore the strength and durability of structure. So, for a civil engineer, it is important to know what are the measures he should adopt to restore the structure durability. What is deterioration? In case if you don't know what is the deterioration of structure can be caused by various factors such as physical damage, chemical attack, structural movement, and material degradation on exposure to serve environment conditions. And the level of deterioration in historic and old buildings is checked using NDT tests, which are non-destructive tests, which we will study in detail later. Now, the first topic, carbonation. Carbonation is one of the major reason of deterioration in civil structures. So the carbonation is a process in which carbon dioxide from air penetrates into the concrete and react with calcium hydroxide. The actual agent which carries the process of carbonation is carbonic acid because the gaseous CO2 is not reactive. The rate of carbonation of concrete increase with an increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide, especially at high water cement ratios. The transport of carbon dioxide taking place through the pore system in hardened cement paste. The hydrates present in the cement paste is the one which reacts with carbon dioxide is CaOH, calcium hydroxide. The product of the reaction is calcium carbonate, but the other hydrates present in cement paste also get decomposed, and as a product, hydrated silica, alumina, and ferric oxide are produced. The conversion of carbon hydroxide into calcium carbonate by the action of carbon dioxide result in small shrinkage. In general, as we know, carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere is not reactive, but in the presence of moisture content, carbon dioxide changes into dilute carbonic acid, which reacts with hydrated cement paste and reduces the durability of concrete. The phenomena of carbonation take place even at the low concentration of CO2 content. These are the reactions which take place during the process of carbonation. Next is effect of carbonation. Carbonation does not cause direct deterioration of concrete but has important effects such as shrinkage, passivation. Passivation is the process of deterioration of the steel bar which are provided inside the RCC structures. So in passivation there is a layer which is developed around the steel which is provided in the RCC structures. So it causes the deterioration of the steel bars in the presence of carbon dioxide. So in general we can say that the carbonation is a process which leads to the deterioration of steel present in the RCC structures, and the process which taken place is known as passivation. Carbonation reduces the pH of the pore water in the hardened Portland cement paste from between 12.6 to 13.5 to a value of about 9. When all calcium hydroxide has become carbonated, the value of pH is reduced to 8.3. The rate of carbonation depends on the following factors. First, the concentration of carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Second, the concentration of carbon dioxide in high water cement ratios. Third, the level of pore water, or we can say relative humidity. Fourth, the grade of concrete. Fifth, the permeability of concrete. Next, technique used for determination of the depth of carbonation. It includes the chemical analysis, X-ray diffraction, infrared spectroscopy, and thermogravimetric analysis. There is a simple test which we can use to determine the extent of carbonation, which is generally used at sites. It is done by treating a freshly broken surface of concrete with the solution of phenolphthalein in diluted alcohol. The free carbon hydroxide is colored pink while the carbonated portion remains uncolored. Like on the site, if we done this test, we just put a freshly broken concrete piece in the phenolphthalein in diluted alcohol. So if the structure is carbonated and the carbonation has taken place in that structure, it will remain uncolored. If it has not taken place yet and there are some free calcium hydroxide present in that structure, the concrete colors turn into pink. So if we have pink color, the structure is safe, and if we have the concrete doesn't have changed its color, then the carbonation has taken place up to a great depth or up to the steel. Next topic we are going to cover is alkali aggregate reaction, which will we cover in next lecture.